Even when alone, the female wolf is not afraid to fight when facing a powerful opponent. You know, in the face of a huge disparity in strength, even the most ingenious hunting skills often seem powerless. And in this life and death battle, whether the female wolf can win depends entirely on her strong desire for survival. In the northernmost region of Canada, the extremely harsh weather makes it rare for animals to live there. Because there is no threat from other predators, the bison regard this desolate area as their safe haven. Their thick fur is like a natural warm armor, which can not only resist the cold, but also effectively retain body heat, becoming a great advantage for them to survive here. However, even though the bison seem to have no natural enemies in this area, they still have to face a potential danger. When wolves cooperate in a group, their hunting ability is quite remarkable. But if there are only two wolves, their combat effectiveness will be greatly reduced. Moreover, the prey they are facing this time is a huge monster, the bison, which is several times larger than themselves. And in this barren land, except for the large bison herd, they can hardly find other prey. So in order to survive, these two wolves have to take risks. Following the tracks left by the bison herd, the two wolves can catch up relatively easily. After all, the snow on the ground has been trampled firmly by the bison herd, which not only helps the wolves speed up, but also saves them a lot of energy. After chasing for a while, the bison herd is already within sight. They tried to take a shortcut to catch up with the herd, but unfortunately, due to their small size, they couldn't move through the snow as easily as the bison. During the chase, their speed became slower and slower, and it was obvious that they were running out of strength. To preserve their strength, they had to give up the idea of taking a shortcut and continued to follow the footprints left by the bison to keep chasing. At this time, the endurance of some bison was almost reaching its limit. As long as the wolves pressed on with their advantage, they would soon be able to catch up with those bison that fell behind due to exhaustion. However, even if they caught up with the bison herd, it was crucial to choose a suitable target. If the target was too large, the probability of their hunting success would be extremely slim, and they might even be kicked or trampled to death by the bison. The two smart wolves knew clearly that they were no match for the adult bison with huge bodies, so they quickly fixed their eyes on a calf. But even though it was just a calf, its size was far larger than the combined size of the two wolves. Once the calf exerted its strength, it could easily throw the two wolves away. From the scene at that time, it could be seen that the female wolf had already been injured by the calf's trampling. You know, in such an extreme environment, even a small injury could endanger life. Perhaps the male wolf was afraid of getting hurt. After several attacks from the calf, he chose to retreat and avoid. Without the help of the male wolf, the calf became even more reckless. It threw and trampled the female wolf again and again. At this moment, the female wolf fighting alone was no match for the calf at all. However, even in the face of the calf's continuous and fierce attacks, the female wolf didn't have the slightest thought of giving up, because she knew clearly in her heart that if the calf escaped, she would starve to death in this vast and icy world. As the two sides remained deadlocked and the battle became more and more intense, it gradually reached a white-hot stage. After a long fight, the calf's strength was also gradually exhausted. After launching the last attack, the calf no longer had the strength to struggle. It staggered and tried to escape, but at this time, the outcome of the battle was already clear. Finally, with her tenacious perseverance, the female wolf successfully captured the calf and won this difficult hunt.